Welcome to our 5 on 5. Please be joined today by the SOU Creativity Conference co-chair, DeNeui. He's also the Director of Social Sciences at Southern Oregon University. Good to see you, sir. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So this conference is coming up, it's July 11th through 14th. This is kind of an academic conference. I want to start with maybe an academic question. Are some people more creative than others?
Yeah, you're right. It is an academic conference, but I like to emphasize that it is open to any and all. I think the material that we have slated for this year's conference is very accessible to the general public. And I encourage folks to go online and take a look at that slate of presentations that we have in store, because I think it's very accessible. But to get back to your question, yeah, I do think there are, the data supports that some people are more creative than others. The real debate kind of starts with whether or not that is something that is given to them or it's something that they learn over time. And what I like to emphasize, though, is that while folks can argue, and they have for many months and years, about whether or not someone is naturally gifted or naturally creative, we like to emphasize that it's also very important to understand that there's also value in recognizing the characteristics of creativity, to understand what factors influence creativity, whether it be the physical environment, the individual personality characteristics, that there's value in knowing about the science behind creativity as well.
Okay, and so this is the second year you guys have had this conference. How has it evolved from the first, and where do you envision this going as we move forward?
Yeah, well, last year we didn't really know what to expect, and we planned for a fairly modest turnout, and we got more than triple what we expected. So.
Wow.
It was a very good problem to have, an overwhelming success. And this year looks equally inviting in terms of the numbers of students or number of people that we'll have attending. We're on track to be about where we were last year, which is a good spot because we ended up with right around 300 people attending. And we have this year, like I said, about the same number of people, and it's an international conference. We have individuals from over 20 countries. Wow. Slated to present at the conference. So we're very excited about this year's version. Since last year was the first year that we ran it, we didn't know what to expect, and this year we have a better idea of how that will roll out. I think we've ironed out some of the kinks we had last year, so we're looking forward to it. It should be a really great event.
Yeah, only one way to find those things out is to actually go through it. Very good. Exactly. Take a quick commercial break.
Certainly.
Much more in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with DeNeui. He's the SOU Creativity Conference co-chair, also the Director of Social Sciences at the university. So we're talking about this thing. The last year was your first year. How did the Creativity Conference come about?
Well, it is built into the mission and vision of SOU, and so it's really meant to tie into that. But we also had the opportunity, a friend of mine and a professor at the university knew Dr. Mark Runco, who's my conference co-chair, and he is the world's leading creativity researcher and is relocated to the Valley and works for us at SOU. So he was really kind of the key driver of last year's and this year's conference, because he's so well connected and really, one of the founders of creativity as an independent field of research. And he really was instrumental in getting our keynote speakers, and we have 3 really outstanding, internationally known keynote speakers. We have Teresa Amabile from Harvard University and Dean Simonton from the University of California, Davis. And then we have a local individual, Tori Allen from Oregon Shakespeare Festival, who'll be speaking on Saturday night. And we're really excited about those 3 individuals giving our keynote addresses.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, and I mentioned, at least in part 1, it's July 11th through 14th. It's open to everybody. It's academics and general members of the community.
Yeah, it is open.
What's the pricing like? Yeah.
The pricing is for the 4-day conference. The pricing is at $495. For SOU, Rogue Community College employees, students, we priced it at $325 for the 4-day conference, and then there are day rates, $125 for a day rate. And there's we have volunteer opportunities. If you go to our website at SOUcreativityconference.com, you can find out all the information you would need about the conference at our website.
Excellent. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.